probably shouldn't flash cheese like that around here, bro.
There are three types of people who, as you say, flash cheese. People who don't know any better, people who are seeking to intimidate, and people like me who wish with every fiber of their being that someone would try to take it from them. Thank you for your service.
And let's kick things off with a quote from Hutch Mansell. Don't know who that is? Well, that's kind of the point. They thought that because I was calm, I was weak. Yeah. Underestimating someone just because they seem calm, big mistake. Huge. Good evening, my friends. Did you enjoy your Sunday? Did you recharge those batteries? Well, to end the day on a high note, it's time for the second part of our weekly news segment, What's New with the News? Tonight's theme, the seventh art. On both screens. On the big screen, we've got the return of our favorite Immortal, an exorcism saga coming to an end, an unlikely collaboration, something that'll leave us deep in thought, Brad Pitt behind the wheel of a Formula One car, and that one nobody who just wrecks everyone in his path. On the small screen, we're diving into several Asian series, starting with a good old-fashioned revenge story and ending with a life lesson. Owen Wilson shows up in a sports series, there's an Australian crime mystery, and John Cena is back with that ridiculous silver helmet, ready to keep the peace. Hey YouTube, what about you? How was your Sunday? Already picked what you're watching after this video? A movie or a series? With so many choices, it's not going to be easy.
How are you doing?
I'm at peace.
Didn't look that peaceful when you were throwing that guy out the window.
Let's kick things off with a Netflix comeback. Immortals do exist. Netflix just dropped the first trailer for The Old Guard 2, with Charlize Theron back as the leader of the Immortal Warriors. In this sequel, they face a powerful new threat, and the return of a long-lost immortal. The cast also includes Kiki Lane, Uma Thurman, and Henry Golding. It hits screens on July 2nd.
Don't touch anything. Everything you see in here is either haunted.
Finally, it looks like this saga is coming to an end. The trailer for The Conjuring, Last Rites, is out, marking the fourth and final chapter of the main series. The film follows demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren, directed by Michael Chaves. This production promises to wrap up the story with fresh demons and new characters, not just relying on old villains. Premiere set for September 5th, 2025.
ミッションインポッシブルとのコラボが決定。そんなコラボを記念して私がそれぞれの
Two iconic characters team up, a special crossover between Detective Conan, One-Eyed Flashback, and Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, both connected to Gosho Aoyama, has been revealed. The visual shows Ethan Hunt and Kogoro Mori wounded side by side, while the video blends scenes from both films, narrated by Kogoro. One-Eyed Flashback premiered on April 18th and has already smashed 10 billion yen at the box office. The Final Reckoning debuted May 23rd.
I need help. Okay, let's get this off. Are you bleeding?
How far would you go to protect your kids? Apple TV Plus unveiled the official trailer for Echo Valley, a dark thriller directed by Michael Pearce and produced by Ridley Scott. Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney star as a mother and daughter caught in a dangerous secret after the daughter shows up covered in blood. Set in a remote, eerie landscape, the film promises suspense and emotional tension. Streaming June 13th, 2025.
When you look in the mirror, you see this rough and tumble.
This is shaping up to be one of summer 2025's biggest hits. Formula One has released the final trailer for the highly anticipated F1 movie starring Brad Pitt and directed by Joseph Kosinski, Top Gun Maverick. The story follows Sonny Hayes, Pitt, a veteran racer making a comeback to save the APX GP team, clashing with young rising star Joshua Pierce, Damson Idris. Filmed on real tracks like Silverstone, Las Vegas, and Monza, the film hits theaters internationally June 25th and North America June 27th.
You guys having fun at the convention?
But we haven't seen you in months.
And finally, let the man have a peaceful vacation. But if you bother him, things will go very badly for you. The trailer for Nobody 2 is here, with Bob Odenkirk returning as Hutch Mansell, a regular guy with a violent past. Directed by Timo Tjahjanto, the cast includes Sharon Stone, RZA, and Connie Nielsen. The screenplay is by Derek Kolstad and Odenkirk. The film hits theaters August 15th.
11년 전 약속 기억하십니까?
Of course, we had to start with Netflix's next big hit. Netflix dropped the trailer and poster for the South Korean series Mercy for None, based on the webtoon Plaza Wars. The story follows Ki-jun, a former gangster who returns to the underworld after a decade to uncover the truth about his brother's death. So G-Sub leads a star-studded cast. The series premieres June 6th on Netflix.
아닐까요? 이 퍼즐을 밟았고 삼촌이 저기 누워있고.
How about more mystery and crime drama? 9 Puzzles released a new poster and trailer following profiler Yoon Ye-na, Kim Da-mi, and detective Kim Han-siam, Sun Suk-koo, investigating a new serial murder case. The story kicks off with a mysterious puzzle piece tied to old crimes. The cast also includes Kim Sung-kyun, Hyun Bong-sik, and Park Gyu-young. The first 6 episodes premiered May 21st.
Hey, you're that golfer, aren't you? Bryce Cahill. Used to call you Stick, right?
Yep, that's me.
This guy was a big pro golfer.
A great actor in a series about golf. Why not? Apple TV Plus revealed the trailer for Stick, a sports comedy about family and golf, starring Owen Wilson as a washed-up pro golfer. The series follows Bryce Cahill betting on a troubled young talent to make a comeback. The cast includes Mark Maron and Timothy Oliphant, with guest appearances by golf stars. It premieres June 4th, 2025.
Everything changed that day when 2 young men drowned. But there was another life lost.
Another mystery crime drama, this time with an Aussie twist. Netflix released the trailer for The Survivors, a thriller miniseries set on Tasmania Island. Based on Jane Harper's novel, the story follows the investigation of a young woman's death that shakes the quiet town of Evelyn Bay, exposing old secrets. The cast features Yaren Ha and Charlie Vickers. The series debuts June 6th, 2025.
Welcome, Peacemaker, or do you prefer Chris?
Either's fine.
Can you tell us a little about your skills?
I'm considered the finest marksman in the world.
This is James Gunn's year. Oh, and John Cena is one of our favorites. Peacemaker team is back for Season 2, created by James Gunn. John Cena returns as Christopher Smith, now in the rebooted DC universe, with cameos by Nathan Fillion, also in the upcoming Superman movie, and Isabella Merced. Season 1 premiered in 2022 on Max. The new season drops August 21st with 8 episodes.
모두가 뜨거웠던 그날, 우린 영웅이었다.
And we'll finish just like we started, with a Korean title. Korean series Good Boy, starring Park Bo-gum, premiered on Prime Video May 31st, yesterday. Mixing comedy, action, crime investigation, and romance, it follows former medal-winning athletes turned cops fighting a criminal gang. Park Bo-gum plays Yoon Dong-ju, a former boxer turned cop after an unfair expulsion. Kim So-hyun shines as Ji Han-na, a talented shooter facing personal and public challenges.
집 구경은 잘했어. 애는 썼더라. 공장에 검정고시에 임용해. 근데 여전히 달방에 사는 운동은 나한테 오는 게 쉽지가 않지? 내 뒷조사했네. 양년이. 니년이 한 건 뭐 앞조사고? 방법이 그것뿐이라.
And let's wrap things up with a quote from our favorite wrestler turned DC superhero. I cherish peace with all my heart. I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it. John Cena was born to play this role, Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker. And you? What did you like the most? In movies this week, we had the return of the immortal Charlize Theron, the final chapter in the Conjuring saga, a legendary crossover between two iconic characters, a film that'll make you rethink what you do for your kids, high-speed style with a touch of glam, and the return of that mysterious guy who just wants a quiet vacation and ends up wrecking everything. On TV, we got a revenge story based on a webtoon, two gripping crime dramas that'll make your hair stand in the end, Owen Wilson swinging a golf club, John Cena keeping the peace, again, and Prime Video's next big hit, packed with comedy, action, and romance. So drop a like, share this video on your socials and with your friends, and have an awesome start to your week. We'll be back tomorrow for the third and final part. So don't forget to come back, all right?